let's bring the y'all in. You look just like your pops too, by the way.
Yeah.
She's Louise, Papa G's. One of my favorite records on Donda album is Jesus. And you at the end of the record, you talk on behalf of your father. So for people who don't understand the situation, can you describe?
All right, basically on the album, I was speaking on how my father has been incarcerated my whole life. You know, I've been going to see my father from the Illinois state prison system to the federal prison system where he's in Colorado.
Sorry to cut you off, but he's in one of the most, that's like max.
Yeah, he's in the ADX.
He can't even, like, there's not even other inmates he can associate
And
with.
when you say your whole life, how old are you right now?
I'm 47.
So
Okay.
that's a long time.
That's deep.
Yeah, their conversations are through the toilet for the most part. They got a little bit of a way to conversate with each other, but it's not much.
Wow.
So I was just, on the album, I was letting people know that he's been away for, my whole life. My kids are grown. You know, my daughter has never touched her grandfather.
Wow.
She's 22. My son never touched his grandfather. He's 14. Actually, since COVID is going on, my son probably grew maybe 2 or 3. I mean, not 2 or 3, but he grew some inches.
Right.
And he's taller than my father now. My father's like shorter than me, but he hasn't been able to see him.
Wow.
So, but it's all because of Kanye, and you see how he's open and not scared to address situations.
Right.
Also coming from Chicago to bring up the fact that give me the platform to speak on my father and keep putting the information out there with the narrative that needs to be put out there. Because you may have heard of Larry Hoover as leader of the Gangster Disciples.
Right.
You never heard of Larry Hoover as the leader in the community that was an organizer that brought people together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to stop you, but there's this series that's on HBO.
Okay.
And it's called The Shot.
You know what? I haven't seen much of it. I don't know if they tried to take it off of that or not.
That's what happened. It was like about 3 seasons ago, and there was a guy that was in the jail.
Okay.
And 100% on Twitter, I love Black Twitter. This shit is amazing, right? But on Twitter, they said that was the depiction of Larry Hoover.
Okay, I didn't see it, but I know at a point in time he did call a lot of shots from
jail.
From jail, yeah. He moved good in jail at one point in time. The jail system has changed, but back in the day, the inmates kind of had control of the jail.
So let me ask y'all both something, right? I used to go to Chicago. My favorite restaurant was Sammy's.
Okay.
In Cabrini Green. I was an idiot for going there. I was definitely out of line. I did not belong. I used to land a platinum artist and go to Sammy's.
There's good people at Cabrini Green.
yeah. So
well, you had your Boricua family over there.
I got both. I got Black family and I got But the thing was, I felt like when Cabrini Green was standing, when Chicago had these OGs, Chicago was, I don't want to say controlled, but it was then. Your father, or so many people is away. Now it's like everyone is killing. Like I felt like we needed the OGs. Am I? And I'm an outsider looking in.
Well, what they called it was cutting the head off the snake. If you get rid of the head, then the body will crumble. So, to the certain aspect that you're trying to say, I mean, it's true. When it was some type of organization and cats had some type of honor and respect to follow, and the person that was giving them the codes to follow, didn't honor the things that's going on now. It was different. It was safe. People were brought together in the city to keep the violence down, to stop the attacks on innocent people and old ladies and women. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff they don't like to talk about. So yeah, it was definitely different, and it wasn't just Cabrini Greens. All up and down State Street was projects, and you know who was in the projects? We was in the projects.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me ask you, this record came out with Rick Ross, and he says Larry Hoover. What was your thoughts on that? Because you from the Chi. So when you heard this record, did you take it as disrespect, or how did you take it?
Yeah, I took it as respect. What's your feelings on?
Well, you know, I like the fact that he kept the name alive and put him into the limelight, but I always had a problem that he said his name and then said whipping work. You know what I mean? And he's fighting for his life. So I wouldn't want him to speak on him about whipping work and him and drugs. His federal case that he's dealing with right now is a drug case.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He has 5 or 6 life sentences. I don't know the exact number, but it doesn't matter because both of them is horrible.
Right.
But under the First Step Act, he deserves to come home he deserves to come home, and he qualifies to come home.
Right.
But it's the judge's discretion. For whatever reason, he don't feel like he should be able to come home at this point. But he qualifies to come home under the First Step Act.
So, yeah, did you have because we see you had a relationship with Trump. Did you ever have a relationship with, speak about Trump with the Larry Hoover situation?
Yeah, when I went to the White House, I spoke on that. It was like a very brief period of time, and then it was a lawyer that Hoover had that I didn't like this lawyer. I felt like he was befriending him, but not really pushing forward the situation. So we found a new lawyer. Right now, we're putting together a new team for him, and I feel like it's much like in the footsteps of my father-in-law, Robert Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian, okay. OJ, nigga that fit OJ.
Yeah, before first black victory, before we had Oprah and Obama, we had OJ.
First black, I respect that. Okay, go ahead.
No, when I was looking at the screen as a child, they showed a white bar and they showed a black bar, and a white bar looked down like this, and a black bar erupted. Not for the idea of whether he did it or not, but for the idea that for all the people that's wrongfully locked up.
OJ ain't do it, man.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
that's what I'm saying. That he actually got off, and the fact that Robert Kardashian found Johnny Cochran and put together that team, and they won. And right now, there's a team that could be put together.
Sorry to stop you, but it seems like something that is you and your wife, because you kept calling her your wife, so I'm gonna call her your wife, is passionate about. It's like y'all not only you're fighting for the right reasons. Like meaning, like you guys became billionaires and you guys could have said fuck everyone, but you guys are becoming billionaires and then turning around and saying, let me help, let me do something where I'm needed at. This is amazing. Like we've never seen this. I've never seen any other billionaire. Like,
no, Jay is super. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Reform too, with Meek Mill and them. They are trying to do the same.
Jay-Z, Meek Mill, like. There's a lot of us fighting in all kind of different ways. It's like that 13th Amendment need to completely be eradicated. But the thing is, it's a specific amendment for slavery for black people that's in the current Constitution. When we shut up and dribble and we rap and we do all this thing is still in the Constitution. As famous as black people and as powerful as we are and as influential as we are, there still are pieces of our 2021 Constitution that are only aimed towards the lost Hebrew race, the lost Hebrew people, known as black, and that is still modern day slavery. So you got to give collectively. That's the whole point. That's the reason why it's talks of me and Drake doing a concert to bring light to Hoover together. And
I see you with Jay Prince, and Jay Prince obviously is affiliated. I see the Rap A Lot chain.
Jay Prince spoke about it here, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so for a bigger call, for period, I love Drake anyway, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's just, I was just telling you like little back and forth basketball type of professional rap stuff we was dealing with. Right. But on a bigger, and also I say, those of us that know how to organize are brought to their demise because they do not want us to be organized. They want us to be modern day slaves.
Deep shit, man. Deep shit. So where is it at? You hiring a new lawyer,
All right, let me speak on one thing with the lawyer thing, cause yay is yay. We expanded the lawyer team. You know what I mean? He didn't see eye to eye with the attorney, but he took us to a point, but we added on to making the team stronger.
Right.
And you asked me where we at, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so he was denied without prejudice. So
what? Say that again.
He was denied without prejudice.
Like flat out denial. Like,
No. So there's a lot of other people that's on this case that was released from the First Step Back. It was nine people on this case, and maybe 6 of them are released now, right?
Wow.
They denied, and it's the same thing, pretty much the same paperwork.